ball game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
50 seconds to Mike.
Don't get nervous. Now.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now a give, right side. Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on third down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 55. Mike 55. I know he ain't got it.
Check safety 61. Match box.
Now Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So, first and 10 now from the 30.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
5.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Let's go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
3.
and 8.
218. Chop.
The 29-yard.
Here's 2nd and 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Charlie.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey.
Recon 132 fighter.
Check 24. Check 24.
Stay crippled.
They're going to look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Well, a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
Man.
Check. Slam.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
On 3rd down, Hicks. Full pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Push him back.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 51.
Now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Pass for 20. Open man here is Gentry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
Ready. 8, read.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Check 3. Tight dog.
They run with Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The give to Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, exit.
56, Mike 56. Go.
5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Geno Atkins. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Let's go.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Don't say nothing.
80 weapons. 2.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
General West. Stay
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is held. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the double.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. You're trapped, you're trapped.
5.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Geno Atkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Looking to throw. Hicks. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Johnson's got it complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll look to throw here. Going top shelf for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Gator.
56. Coming.
Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays?
And he loses the football a second time. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Middle. Hey, seam 6.
Watch the slant. 50's the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And Eifert has it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Got his man. It's Eifert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trickstone, travel. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Crunch time, defense.
Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Willis in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
At the 46-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Check.
Big edge.
Looking to throw. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 22. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a give right side. Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Jim.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Break. Mike 51. Mike 51.
I got one. 51 to the ball.
Defense.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Back to Mixon on first down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Rosen now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. From the gun to give to Mixon, and oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover.
Go. 30 base.
Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left hand. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up third down.
Set, ready? 60 or 56. Let's go. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He's going to let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Check 43. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Hey. Baby, that's baby side. Hey, Alpha. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. One final shot here for Rosen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a hit and a loose football. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Pittsburgh, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.